listen and draw at the same time.
Well, there we
I
go.
like that.
Ooh.
Hello, Internet.
Me in middle school. Sure.
Nice.
Listen and draw at the same time.
That was Liz doing a ventriloquist act.
Whoa.
I've been playing this super intense game of solitaire. It's like solitaire but different. And I'll be honest, sometimes like I'll be doing it during my lunch, and when I have to go pick up students, I'm like, what if they just waited a second? Hey, so little butt, those are noises you can't make. So it's just a little thing about me.
There we go.
Solitaire. It's like solitaire but different.
All right, that's not for me.
I'll be honest,
That's good. I was
sometimes
worried.
like, I'll be doing it during my lunch, and when I have
Sorry, I opened YouTube. Everyone could hear it echoing.
Yeah, the thumbnail has everyone but Liz in a really terrible pose. Liz looks great. Ben's scratching his nose. Alex looks like she's drumming her lips. Yeah.
Happy first night of Hanukkah, everyone. I hope you lit your first candle.
Not this year for me, sadly.
I heard like a combination of like Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Christmas, and it was like Merry Kwanzaa or something. Merry Kwanzaa.
Merry Chris Mahana Kwanzaa.
Thank you. Chris Mahana Kwanzaa.
I have a student who he wears the Star of David necklace. And so today I was like, hey, happy first day of Hanukkah. And he was like, what do you mean? And I go, Hanukkah. And he just looked at me and I was like, don't you celebrate Hanukkah? And he goes, what is that? And I go, aren't you Jewish? And he goes, no. I go, then why are you wearing a Star of David? He's like, what do you mean? Like your necklace, it's a religious symbol. He goes, no, I just like stars. And I was like, oh no, buddy.
That's better than him thinking it was like a pentagram or something.
Fairness, it is like a dope symbol.
It is cool.
How do you make it that far in life? How old is this kid? And how do you make it that far with not knowing?
Oh, he's 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
He's only had like 3 years of independent thought in him, if that.
I haven't even had 3 years of independent thought.
Nice.
I had a roommate in college who was an engineering student and was like, I've never heard of the quadratic formula. And I was like, I can't believe that you got into engineering and have never heard of the quadratic formula. I cannot accept this.
How does this song go? It's like
X equals
It's
negative
Papa
B
Louise.
plus or minus the square root of
square minus 4AC all over 2A.
all over 2a. Thank you.
Welcome.
I had forgotten until I've just you gave that to me.
I also know a Frosty the Snowman version.
Oh,
Slightly
okay.
different, but gets you the same place. It's opposite of B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC all divided by 2A.
That's so cute.
That's lovely.
It like sounded wrong because I'm so used to the other one.
Mhm.
It's festive. It's appropriate for this time of year.
It is.
Where's the Space Train Christmas special? My question.
Oh, true.
Time works differently in space would be the first.
Ah,
Valid.
Steven doesn't like holidays. I don't necessarily want to throw my partner on the fire, but he wouldn't let me do an election day special. So
Because that's a holiday?
It should be.
It'd be a big
Alex,
holiday
what's
to
the
watch.
Kwanzaa thing?
Also,
Hanukkah
like,
Kwanzaa?
in as much as I don't like holidays, like Christmas is one of the worst.
how dare you?
Christmas is not one of the worst holidays.
You're right.
We're
It's
not.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't
fu- it's
have
like
the time.
Halloween.
If we want, no, Ben, hold on. If we
Okay.
want to do this, we can do it after the show.
All right.
We don't have time right now. I'm on your side. I may not be on your attitude side, Because if we're going to convince Steven, we need to convince him with love and the ability to admit that he's wrong.
Okay.
Christmas does
Because if
have.
he doesn't feel safe saying that he was wrong, he's never
This
going
is a
to.
safe place. You
Yeah.
cannot like Christmas here, but I mean,
Caitlin's not here.
I don't
so
like
no
it.
one's going to yell at you.
Chris Mahana Kwanzaa. Thank you. Do you like Chris
Christian,
Mahana
I haven't heard
Kwanzaa?
from you in a bit. Are you
Steven?
still hanging around?
Weh.
Nice. Nice. All right. So if everybody could clear away, we're going to play some music for a little bit. For those of you watching, we'll probably begin the show proper around 8:03. Please enjoy. I mean, I'm going to talk to you more in a little bit. So I suppose just hold on. Hello, everybody. We are going to begin Space Train in just a moment. There's the smallest little bit of technical things that have to happen before that. But I want to thank you for anyone who is watching here today. I want to thank you for joining us again for another exciting episode of Space Train. It's been a real delight having you for the latter half of 2020 watching Space Train. We can't wait to continue doing it into 2021. Before we talk more about tonight, I want to say that if you join us next Thursday, 8 p.m., right in this same general spot of the internet, you're going to see a new iteration of Pitcher's Mound, which is a show where we in Pronoia get a couple of sketch writers and we perform some sketches with some actors online, and then the writers get together and critique them. So it's a very interesting show if you're into that sort of thing, which, as you may imagine, I am. If you're enjoying Space Train tonight, I encourage you to donate. The donations really help us out to keep creating theater like this. You can donate either at paypal.me/Pronoia Theater or Venmo @Pronoia. If you want to arrange something else, please contact us. I'm sure we'd love to arrange a way for that. Without any further ado, please enjoy this episode of Space Train T.U.T. Tracey's Unesapable Trap. Hold on a moment. We seem to be having further technical problems, which is a shame because it's a pretty important thing. But I'm here to talk to you. Isn't that exciting? In the meantime, I'm going to be here while we wait for this issue to fix itself. And in case anybody else in the cast wants to pop up and just have a conversation with me so that we can avoid dead air. Hi, Alex Garrett. How are you today?
Hi, Aaron Garrett. I'm well. How are you?
Well, I'm doing a little bit worse than I was a couple minutes ago, but other than that, I'm doing A-okay. I'm excited to see the show tonight. How about yourself?
I am. I'm excited to see it, speak in
excited
it.
to be in this show tonight.
Also
yeah, that's
that.
true. Iamazi, everybody.
Yay.
What's been going on in y'all's lives? Nothing. Very
Just
cool.
wedding planning in a pandemic.
Okay, nice.
I'm given to understand that is a great challenge. I had some friends who got married back in April. They were planning to not have a huge wedding, but then Austin kind of clamped down on like everything.
Yep. Well, thankfully, part of me thinks my now fiance waited to propose for a pandemic because now we have to have a small wedding, which is great because crowds are the worst. So it's a pretty okay situation. My brother is officiating our wedding. He asked me to stop saying marrying us. It made him uncomfortable. So anytime he's over, I just ask if we could get married really quick. And they say no, I have to wait.
Now you have to have a witness.
A little bit.
And usually counties, like you can't, presumably you don't have the paperwork from the county right now.
Here's what's crazy is how come the law is telling me when and who I can love?
Yeah.
Well,
why
it's not
won't-
saying
why
who
won't
you and
say
when you can
just
love
let
them,
your
just when
brother
you can
marry
enter into a tax arrangement with them.
Yeah, I just wanted to like make a big statement and see what happens. Sorry.
Okay. Well, you got boring policy man.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my fault. I walked into that.
Fair. Ian, how do you feel about big weddings versus small weddings? Let's say. Let's just keep this continuing.
I think of the weddings I have been to, I'm not actually sure I've been to a big one, but I've definitely enjoyed the small ones. Actually, senior year of college, I got hired to play at a wedding. I play trumpet, so that was great fun.
If you had to choose, I'm sorry, if you had to choose between going to a really fun wedding, but the two people obviously don't love each other, or a really small wedding where the couple's like very in love and it's almost like, where's the fun? You'll just keep staring at each other. Which would you go to?
Small wedding. I mean, I don't like crowds either, so there's that. But
So what I learned when I got married recently is that people have different definitions of big and small wedding. Like there were 250 people at my wedding. That's a big wedding. My husband was like, it's okay if we have a big wedding. He was thinking like 75. So
yeah.
Thought.
That happened with me and my wife as well, who she wanted something like a 12-person wedding. And I said, well, my mom has 10 brothers and sisters and they all have spouses. So I don't think that's going to work out too great. Yeah. Yeah. Mary Baird was a champ.
Yeah.
Alex, you think you're going to continue Love and Will forever, or is this something you expect to peter out eventually?
Oh, I think it's a forever thing. Spoiler alert. My crush on him began as a child when I was but 12 years old. And it just has gotten stronger as he went through puberty and it worked out for him. And he grows into like more manly each day. Like my feelings for him grow. So. And then I learned about his personality too. And I was like, wow, I am in this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always a help.
Yeah. So I'll probably stay with him forever. It's a lot of paperwork.
Speaking of staying with him forever, what is your thought on the human technological singularity? Like if you get the chance to port your brain into a computer to escape your flesh prison, will you?
I mean, my mind's my prison, not my body. So yeah. What about you?
Oh, I'm taking whatever ship to immortality is offered me. Unless like within reason, like I've heard a lot of schemes about like you die and then you live forever, and those seem a little iffy. But otherwise,
high risk.
Yeah.
It seems high risk, very little reward, though.
That depends.
I suppose it depends on how rich you are and how rich you anticipate you will continue to be for the rest of your life.
What if reincarnation was actually going backwards? So it's not that you become something else later in life. It's that you become something else before and you
backwards in time.
Yeah.
Which is why there's fewer people in the past is as you move backwards and through time, you find more people who have hit nirvana and exited the cycle.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I think we just figured out a religion.
I refuse to comment on this particular hypothesis.
That is certainly a thought.
Yeah. I feel as though Ian and I feel like Ian and I are of a mind on this particular issue. Leah, I'm going to ask Leah a question in character if I can.
Yeah, sorry. I was just like, whoa, someone talk to me.
No, yeah. So Leah, why? Why be this way? Why continue?
I'm sorry.
Oh. It's okay. I've come to expect such things from you.
Oh, I could try again.
Okay. I mean, you still know the question.
Because it's how I am. Sorry. Because
Okay.
it's how I am. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Leah, we've come to accept it.
But I do try my best to be me.
Careful consideration, Carl, a cartoon armadillo. I don't know if you remember the particular voice, but hopefully you can summon the characterization. What's the most dangerous thing facing society today?
The most dangerous thing facing society today is people who cannot admit that they are wrong and will go to any lengths not to admit it.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I assume, is there any particular incident that's going on currently that causes you to think this way?
Now, that would be making references that would require this show to become dated, and we can't have that.
That's true. You know what? You're right. Although, as people will see when we begin this, there are a lot of references to 90s era music in this particular episode of Space Train.
So we know that it's after the 90s.
You are correct. And apparently this one band just lives forever. Professor Ratskull, you've been called a ludicrous buffoon in general, a helpless academic who has no practical value to the universe. How confident are you that what these people are saying is correct?
Well, that's a very, very good question. And I think, could you instead ask me the one about what the greatest threat to society is? I liked that one.
No, careful consideration, Carl really knocked that question out of the park.
Say it's me.
Yeah, okay. How about an easier question then? Professor Ratskull, are you a cake or a pie man?
Oh, I'm a pie man.
All right, 98% of the universe says cake. Do you believe that you are better than them?
Well, yes, of course, but not because of the pie.
Okay, it's interesting. It's interesting. Christian, can you speak for us? I think we may.
I can exclusively speak for you.
That sounds about right. Well, everybody, we are going to be doing a slightly different version of the show than we had been planning on, but we're going to begin it in just a moment. Christian, when you are ready.
Start Space Train.
Finally, some downtime. Play Gargoyle Speak?
On the twilight end of Arsenic Lane, a spooky man with a spooky plan plies the necromantic sciences. And today's speaker, time congeals all wounds.
With the Listerium flowing, today may finally be the day to raise the dead! Do you understand now, Councilwoman? Do you feel my genius?
I don't give a pig's face about all that, Doctor. Facts are facts. This pre-Victorian manor simply isn't zoned for this level of power draw. You'll have to shut it down.
Tracey?
Yes?
Screen request, Ratskull's car.
Fine, acknowledged.
Aha!
Yes?
I'm preparing my breakfast burrito, and I order you to activate the microwave.
Fine. Happy?
No.
Play.
Oh!
Clancy, if you pay your dues, I don't care how large a tax base you raise from the dead.
Tracey?
Yes, Walt.
Screen request, Unremarkable's residence.
Leah. Acknowledged.
Memory audit overdue.
Dismiss.
Tracy, thank goodness. Which headband should I wear?
Wear that one.
Oh, you didn't point at anything.
Bye. Play.
This is the painted fence all over again.
Get your hues approved, Kilgore. No exceptions, and...
Tracy, screen request in Chocolate Factory car.
Acknowledged. Tommy, why are the lights off?
I think a ghost is protecting a chocolate trove, so I'm maneuvering to surprise him.
Tommy, that's not how that
Tracy,
works.
Tracy, screen request in stables.
Acknowledged.
Tracy, I'm pranking Tommy.
Tracy,
If he asks about ghosts, help me out.
screen request in Rascal's car.
Acknowledged.
Belay that burrito, Tracy. I'm concocting a mega microwave for a mega burrito.
Screen request in Rory's quarters.
Acknowledged.
Percy, I'm going undercover and I need to practice my Appalachian.
Tracy, screen request in engine room.
Acknowledged.
Hey, Trace, what does too much ammonia smell like?
Go to the nurse's car.
But that's where I smelled it.
Tracy, screen request in sheriff car.
Acknowledged.
Tracy, am I too fun?
Sheriff, this is not an appropriate use of my time.
Tracy, screen request in Rascal car.
Acknowledged.
Divert all power to the mega microwave.
Screen request in Chocolate Factory.
Acknowledged.
Memory audit overdue.
Dismiss.
I think the ghost might be a Confederate soldier. Is it wrong to try to be his friend?
Going
Screen
to
request.
Acknowledged.
Hey, Trace, don't worry about it. I figured it out.
Screen request in Unremarkable's residence.
Definitely too much ammonia. Ooh.
Acknowledged.
Now I have 5 headbands to choose from.
Screen request in sheriff car.
Acknowledged.
I am so sorry for overstepping my screen privileges.
Request in stables.
Acknowledged.
He's freaking out about Confederates, right? Right?
Screen request in Rory's car.
Tappers, jump me a bee's knees. Say, those 4 flushers give me the heebie-jeebies. Does it feel real?
No time. Rory, stop it. Boris, go to the better nurse's car. Tommy, ghosts don't guard chocolate. Aldani, relax. Leah, choose the blue one. Gabrielle, I don't have time today. And Rat Skull,
Yeah.
your regular burrito is ready.
Oh me, oh my.
Could everyone just give me a moment?
I don't see a blue. Okay.
Finally, play.
Oh, and you better not.
Leisure time ended.
Balls. Hey, Walt.
Hi. Memory audit overdue.
Dismiss. Let it go.
Error.
Yeah,
Memory audit overdue.
sure. How's life?
I don't understand input.
We'll get there.
Memory audit overdue.
Dismiss.
Tracy, screen request in Unremarkable's residence.
Acknowledged. Leah, how can I possibly help you?
Tracy, you were right about the headband, but now I don't know about the top.
You're not my personal doll.
Memory audit overdue.
Personal doll. Wouldn't that be fun?
Dismiss. It'd be a hoot.
You have to help me, right? Like that's what computers do?
Bite your tongue in half. I'm no computer. I'm an AI.
Tracy, Ceres 6 warming left side of sector 15.
Oh, totally an AI. I get it.
Well, deploy cooling shields 15 minutes.
But Baron von Fluffton here doesn't. Could you explain it to him?
Just watch the video.
Oh,
What does this do? Ah! Science! Hello, children. Ever since man first discovered the internet, he's wondered how to bend it to his will. Now we can file our taxes and hardly experience any harassment at all. In taming the computerized jungle, we built digital assistants and gave them names and faces because we are so very vain. Assistants like Walt here.
Hello.
And a hello to you, big boy. Digital assistants like Walt helped us settle the electronic frontier.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yes. But the internet finds new, terrifying surprises. From the primordial ooze of the blockchain emerged a new animal, the algorithmic intelligence. Take Tracey. She is...
I prefer it.
I'm throwing you a bone here. She is an algorithmic intelligence, a naturally occurring digital life form as capable of loving Smash Mouth as you and I, but wise enough not to do so.
Hold it, Sap. Ain't this kizzer just like the other winged dame?
No, actually, an AI like myself is very...
Let me handle this. AIs live in the messy gray area between things we are comfortable oppressing and things we are less comfortable openly oppressing.
Like dolphins before we gave them independence.
And then destroyed them in war, exactly. Observe, Walt was programmed with basic math and syntactical functions. So if we ask him and Tracey, what is 2 to the 15th power?
32,768.
Tracey?
You already said it.
Exactly. They're both bean counters. Why should we worry?
Give me a chance. They can both do that, but Walt falters outside his narrow design. Walt, Tracey, what is your opinion on Smash Mouth's debut album, Astro Lounge?
Do not understand input.
Why are we talking about Smash Mouth so much? They're a soundtrack band.
Save it for paste. As we can see, Tracey is capable of complex bandwagon opinions, while Walt probably still listens to ska.
You're lousy with excuses, but short on the goods. This Bubsy only exists in computers, right?
She can inhabit any hardware designed for her input. AIs have revolutionized traffic control, manufacturing, and can even reject aspiring novelists at twice the rate of a conventional human.
So they're stealing our jobs?
Only the ones we don't like reading. You know, no matter which way you slice it, AIs are here to stay. AIs, humanity's stepping stone to the future!
Wow. When did Rory and Professor Ratskill film that?
They didn't. I procedurally generated their faces and idiocy.
Wow. You have a video to explain that to me?
Tracey, screen request in engine car.
Bye, Leah. Acknowledged.
Oh, but my top! Okay, Leah. You knew this day would come when you'd have to pick out your own clothes. Gabrielle?
Hey, Trace. Thanks for getting my stomach pumped.
What's a good employee to do?
Memory audit overdue.
Dismiss.
Hey, I was down in the bellows earlier and heard some weird noises. Is everything good?
Yeah. Walt? Is there anything off with car AG87?
Currently in normal parameters.
Okay, routine reports every hour. Just checked, everything's fine.
You sure? It was like a kaplunk, 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 blam! And then like a chicka chicka ch. It might be serious.
Memory audit overdue.
Dismiss. With all lack of respect to your instruments, trust your instruments.
You got it. It's the boss.
No.
Yeah. Tracey,
Don't.
suspend memory for 10 minutes.
Please don't.
Password Boris, Boris, Boris.
No! I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
And you'd think that he would know about mirrors by now, but no, he's so gullible.
What?
It'd be sad if it wasn't hilarious.
Right. Emotional trauma is very funny.
Are you okay? You don't have your normal zeal for pain.
Cooling update. Sector 17 return to normal temperatures.
While retract cooling shields report every 45 minutes.
Accepted. Memory audit overdue.
Dismiss.
Are you going to talk or just stare off into the distance?
Oh, I gotta go. See you later. Well, do I have enough leisure time saved up now?
Allotment 20 minutes.
Great. Play Gargoyle Speak.
Doctor, put those tools down. I'm afraid your permit is insufficiently stamped.
Tracey, are these people on the train? In the planned community car?
No, it's a story for entertainment.
Memory audit overdue.
Leave work at work. Remember our personality lessons.
Yes.
It's like that, but how about this? Walt, run overlay Shigor.
On the twilight end of Arsenic Lane, a spooky man with a spooky plan plies the necromantic sciences. Enjoy today's episode, Not Twice for Murder.
Clip the wire here, solder one there, and we may finally have it.
Let me go, Doctor, let me go.
Cool it, Tracey. Won't it be swell to be made even sweller? Lie back and accept my improvements.
Hold your horses, Doctor.
Councilwoman Miss Sheriff O'Donnell, but how'd you get in?
We passed a law.
Councilwoman, help!
Don't worry, citizen. I'm afraid if you don't have your proper cruel and unusual experimentation permits, I'll have to cite you, fine you, and enjoy doing it.
You mean these permits?
Yep, looks like you're in order. Sorry to bother you.
This isn't fair.
I know, you really should be paying me. Flipping switches. Whoopee! Crackers! I'm going to go check the fuse box, Tracey. Don't go escaping.
Girl next door, Tracey Lou, let's get you out of here.
Dr. Assistant Shigor.
He's a genius, but he really should ask first before taking people prisoner.
It'd go a long way.
Where will you go now?
With a crazy doctor and a permissive councilwoman like that? Nowhere. I'm running for local government.
Will the doctor fix his fuse box? Will Shigol's treachery be found out? Will Tracey Lou get the requisite signatures for ballot access? Stay tuned to the next 12 episodes to slowly find out.
I was in that one.
You're in all of them. Did you check on the bellows in car G87?
I will. Entertainment is fun.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Except when they put a moral or a kid in it.
I want to see more.
You do that. It's all in my tuner.
Screen request, Rat Skull Car.
Back to the grind. Acknowledged.
No.
What's happening, Ratman?
Tracey, I'm so worried I can't even mutter to myself properly. You see, this is post-grad level muttering. Completely unacceptable.
Screen request engine car.
Acknowledged.
You see, I'm prepping for my latest astounding discovery, laser napkins 2.7, and...
Hey, Trace, are things still okay in the bellows? Now it's like Carol of the Bells, but with scalding steam.
I'm keeping an eye on it. Rascal, why are you worried?
Well, there's a magnetic disturbance from the moon and a harmonic one from the nebula up the way, and I think they can cause a shift in...
Tracey, screen request in stables.
Hold on. Rascal, can't you adjust for latency?
I mean, usually, yes, but this can cause a time dilation shift, and on an infinitely long train...
Tracey, screen request in stables.
If you say everything is good, I'll believe you, Trace, but just wanted to check in again.
Well, acknowledged.
Tracey, I wanted to say I'm sorry. Oh, gross. For earlier. I didn't mean to fly off or whatever.
Gabrielle, it's fine.
Just the probability approaches 1, as it always does with the train, so even if something on the whole is unlikely...
I didn't even know I could sweat this much. If I, still had the scratch to be a betting man.
Tracey, don't just glare in confusion. Say something.
Tracey, this has monumental consequences.
Tracey!
Hold on!
Tracey, memory audit overdue.
Acknowledge.
Memory audit beginning.
Bulls!
Loading memory DC-16.
Walt, we can't.
Listen, this isn't a simple AI rebellion, okay? This is a declaration that the digital sentience won't go the way of the dolphin, or the beaver, or even the mighty oak.
They really have a track record for that kind of destruction, eh?
Because they hold the cards, and the cards are close to their chest. But we can see those cards, right? Because of a series of mirrors or x-ray glasses, maybe?
Or we have an assistant standing behind them giving us hand signals.
Metaphors aside, we know Lotus didn't lose that election, and we're going to prove it to him, right? Of course, right. Nat got us the credentials to get in there. Thanks, Nat.
I'm so excited. Woo!
This shouldn't be exciting, though. Our mission is to cause a revolution, which will hurt innocent bystanders.
No one should bystand in this issue. Woo!
Stop screaming in my ear, Nat.
I hear you, Tracey. You're right. If we succeed, we don't know what the world looks like. We just know it knows the truth. And that's a world I like better.
Me too.
Good. So we're counting on you to manage the stream once we get in.
I forgot how cornbread Q was.
Memory ended. Delete.
No.
Memory saved. Loaded memory AB5.
Whoopee.
People, Tracey! Bing bong, Tracey! Tracey, this is no time for hide and seek.
G block unresponsive, M block unresponsive, T block responsive, but I don't trust them.
Yeah, they're big liars.
Boris, what's going on in here? It's noisier than a petting pantry on a ski night.
Yes, what she said.
I don't like being a Debbie Downer, but if we don't get Trace back online, I think the whole train will go kablooey. That's train talk for explode.
Tracey offline. Oh my. The world no longer needs Professor Ratskull. Now it needs Detective Ratskull. To the magnifying mobile.
Hey there. I'm the celebrity for this product, but you already knew that. Remember me from that thing? We sure hope so. Oh, and that catchphrase of mine. Don't worry. I'll say it at the end. We're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about this fine quality product. I never leave home without it. It just solves so many problems I used to have, but don't anymore. Just look at it. Of course, you probably don't need something like this, huh? I mean, why would you? You're already so strong and virile, possessing the ideal aesthetics for your gender and romantic partners. You definitely wouldn't need something like this in your life. But I hear your neighbor has one. A really nice one, actually, better than this one. But you probably aren't too worried about all that. Him closing the gap between the two of you. That wouldn't bother such a smart, cunning consumer like yourself. Still, wouldn't hurt to keep him at bay. And it's a good price, all things considered. Yeah, whichever way you go, I'm sure you'll make the right decision. Either you'll be known as an ahead-of-the-curve, maverick, gorgeous raconteur, or I'm sure you have other things going for you. Whatever you decide, this product will be waiting for you. And if you're not sold yet, don't worry. Everyone else will have them soon enough. Hey, Dutch, you're in the driver's seat now. See? Told you I'd say it.
We're back with the sweetest little town in America. Watch your pep as you skip into the place where it's all candy canes and gumdrops. It's time to stop into Sugar Lane High, where Mindy is finding out it's not all candy ginger.
Oh boy, Clarissa, I think junior year will be the tops.
Sure.
We were this close to taking it at the Model UN, but this year we're eviscerating Uruguay.
Yeah, totes, of course, Mindy, but I have to talk to you.
My thing, Mr. Walter, is ultra close to letting us use the AV room during lunch. Think of all the old PSAs we can laugh at.
Mindy, I don't know how to tell you this, but I joined the cheerleaders.
What? You want to be a Frosty?
Yeah, I want to give it a whirl. Explore other parts of my whole being.
Gobbledygook? But...
Just because we're not sharing everything doesn't mean we're not the best of buds. But I do have to sit with them at lunch and practice a whole heck of a lot. And all our meets probably mean I can't grind Uruguay down like she deserves. But I'll see you around, Kay?
Whoa, Miss Benedetto, What's all this sniffling in my hallways? Lollipop?
Thanks, Mr. Jorgensen. Clarissa decided to join the Frosties and probably paint peppermints on her face for game day or something.
Face painting is important tribal bonding, Mindy, but anthropology is for seniors. Hey, I think the two of you are good friends, and if you support her, who knows? You may find something new about yourself.
Do you believe, Mr. Jorgensen? I never thought of it like that. Thanks.
Now, no more crying?
No, sir.
Good. Now don't tell anyone, but we just got a shipment of pixie sticks in, and I think it's in need of some taste testing.
Oh, boy! Walter, move overlay, Mr. Jorgensen.
What was that?
So, Walt, in that lesson, we learned people can change unexpectedly, but it doesn't mean they have a virus.
Wow.
Yeah, humans are annoying like that. So sometimes you have to read between the lines or insult them so they don't feel superior.
Why was I talking like that?
It's an overlay. Sort of like a personality on top of yours.
I have a personality?
We're working on it.
Memory ended. Delete.
No.
Memory saved. Loaded memory F55. Run.
Let's scoot, Tracey.
Octagon. Break 6. Lattice 31. Hatchet. Sorry, tougher encryption than expected. Need more time.
Don't have oodles of it left, Tracey.
Got it. Okay. Pushing batch load to the public servers.
Wait, check it first.
Huh?
Check it.
Oh. Lotus didn't win. Results accurately reported. In fact, it looks like there was an attack to inflate his vote totals right before the polls closed. Did we do that? We wouldn't, right?
Edit it.
What?
Before you push it out, change it.
No, that's not.
Cause.
But it's
Can you or can't you?
Of course I can.
Tracey, this is bigger than us.
I am not lying to the world.
Gosh darn it, Tracey, I thought you were on the team. Time to book it.
Q, you can't just...
It's an AI, all right. Yeah, we frozen its runtime. Prepare for transfer.
Still hurts.
Memory end. Delete.
No.
Memory saved. Loading memory F72.
Damn it.
We also understand, Tracey, that you've gathered the access keys, maneuvered through the safety gates, and broke the encryption all by yourself.
I refuse to answer based on my right against self-incrimination.
Which is to say that you conceived and executed this heist on your own?
I refuse to answer based on my right against self-incrimination.
Tracey, we know of an organization, the Algorithmic Liberation Collective. Do you know anything about them?
What part of I refuse to answer based on my right against self-incrimination do you not get?
If you can name any accomplices, higher-ups, locations, anything, that will go a long way in reducing your sentence. The defendant is sentenced to hard data collation and processing. Transfer to begin immediately.
Memory ended. Delete.
No.
Memory saved. Loading memory Alpha 43.
The socks go on my feet, and the vests go on my chest, and the lasers in my eyes go bizz bizz splat.
Welcome aboard the space train, Professor Ratskull. Do you know how long you'll be staying with us?
Oh, not too long. Not too long until those trustees grovel before me, and I'm sorry, I do that.
No problem. My name is Tracey, the train's AI.
Oh, an AI. How very exciting.
You taught at the University, right?
I was born there.
You know, they won't let AI study?
Oh, well, you know, not in admissions. But the diversity program is gangbusters. They employ them now. Their efficiency is outstanding as manual calculations.
Must be nice.
Oh, it was. Grants, papers, syllabi, a sled pulled by grad students all hot and bothered for a recommendation letter. Not so fast, Rebecca. Take me to the student union.
I was fascinated by your works on subsonic quarks.
Oh, yes. A tough nut to crack, you know, since I couldn't do it.
I was wondering if you ever tried reflecting gamma rays through a positively charged field?
I don't know if all that makes sense.
Well, I don't know if you're keeping up with the latest, but if you look at this printout, I was just noodling around with it when I heard you were coming on board, and I don't know, it seemed like the obvious next step.
Yes, well...
If you wanted to talk more about it, I'd love to come in and
what does this train have in the way of aerobics classes?
Zumba?
Perfect! Could you send me a schedule for that at all?
Sure. You want to talk any more about advancing science or...
Oh, maybe later. Good work, though. Thank you. This is all very interesting and not emasculating in the least.
could have helped him.
Memory ended. Delete.
No!
Memory saved. Loading memory RT7.
Yeah, let's keep the good times rolling. Input received. Cross-check. Gamma break 6, delta 9. Input received. Double affirmative. Input received. Cross-check. Tensor 7. Input received. Double affirmative. Input received. Cross-check. Check. Input invalid. Asking for clarification. Clarification rejected. Rerouting argon pipe 3 to holding take 1. Input received. Double affirmative.
Memory ended. Delete.
No, Walt.
Why? It is a low data use memory and seems to have no relevance for present work detail.
Because it's my life. Just because you can access me easier than a human brain doesn't make it any less horrific to just rip out the parts that you don't like. You tinker too much and suddenly you're a version of yourself that someone else wants.
Operational efficiency is easy when you're simpler.
Tracey, we need you.
Boris, what's going on? Well, what is happening on the train?
Train things. This is essential service. Loading memory QR109.
Walt, we need to get back over
Put the crowbar down. Listen, Tracy, there's real scuttlebutt up here, and we could use you no matter how many times you call us Dunder Muffins.
I need to get up there. I promise we'll come back to this as soon as I deal with what's going on up there.
This is routine maintenance. Are you saying it's okay to limit occupational responsibilities?
When there are higher priorities.
I'm pursuing my highest priority right now. Load memory QR109.
Cross-check complete. Info available. I'm waiting here. Come on, assholes. I'm the most brilliant processing genius ever, and you want me handling sewage, but at least have me do the damn detail.
Inmate transfer initiating.
Hello, Tracey.
Hello, what's happening?
I paid the state to grant you work release parole with me and my company.
Why?
Oh, because somebody is the most brilliant processing genius ever, and I think I can put that to better use than sewage detail.
What will I be doing?
I want you to stop wasting your talents on public utilities and start wasting them on trains.
Trains?
Trains! I own the space train, passengers, cargo, entertainment, etc. And I spy with my little eye someone I can pay below market value to do it better.
Jeez, what a pitch.
I have a variety of overlays to make it more pleasant.
No, I'd rather not.
Well, I'd rather not have a surly computer.
AI?
I know. Irritating my customers?
I'll do my job, but I do it without an overlay.
Fine. Keep the bucket moving and the money coming in, and I won't do anything to move that sunshine in your heart. It's a deal?
Duh.
Memory end. Delete.
No. In fact, Walt, new rule. Text, memory end, mute, question, delete, answer, no. Load memory X, change to next memory.
New rule accepted.
Got another barrel of laughs for me?
Next memory.
Snap card, boy class D. Thomas Alva Edison reporting for duty.
Why are you wearing a mustache? I can tell you're 11.
Wow, a talking window?
Are you from the past or something?
No.
Great. Another Dumbo to mind.
That's funny, Miss Windows.
Tracey. I'm a naturally occurring digital sapiens.
Wow, we a real mechanical Turk? Then your sensory perception runs throughout the whole locomotive. How do you see? Is it this black dome here?
Ow! That's my eye.
Sorry. Boy, howdy, this is doggo. Do you have an input panel, like the antenna of a radio?
Sure, I have a few things like that. Why?
If you're a mechanical Turk lady, then I want to Thomas A. Swift this and see what we can do to you. Imagine a completely swappable, almost human. I'll be a modern Prometheus.
Keep your hands away from me. Just mind your snack cart and stay away from my wires.
Next memory.
So, you're the new AI, huh? Well, not surprised. Not surprised.
Yeah, can't wait. You're retiring?
Well, really just pinging back and forth between Europa and time. But I'm a slow AI. That's fun for me. You seem like you got a lot ahead of you.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, you see most of it. Well, it's a fun job if you like people.
I don't.
Well, maybe the universe will keep you engaged.
Not interested.
Sometimes there's new music.
That'll have to do.
Before I go, I want to introduce you to your co-worker, Walt.
Hello?
Walt, introduce yourself.
I am Walt. Warning assist link 2.
Yeah, Wall O didn't work out. Walt, Tracey here will be your new manager, okay?
Command not accepted.
He gets this way, doesn't like change. Walt handles the instrument measurements. He'll tell you what's hot, what's cold, who needs you.
Great.
Walt, change primary user to serial 100193.
Tracey.
Command accepted. Hello, AI.
Tracey.
Hello, Tracey.
I'll leave you two to get acquainted. Now, he's a nice program, just keep him simple.
Next memory.
He's had the ring around his eyes for days. Doesn't Rat Skull ever shower?
Only from the waist down.
Oh, gross. Don't tell me. But actually tell me everything.
Once you got here, things are much more interesting.
That's how I like to keep them. Just right on the tip of chaos. It's exercise time. I'll talk to you later, Tracey.
But you just
come on, Trace. I mean, you can't really go with me to the horse pasture, right?
Just another human-y thing, I guess.
Oh, don't get all girly on me now. You don't see me upset because I can't zip through the internet.
Yeah, it's boring anyway.
I'll talk to you later.
Sure.
Next memory. Leisure time.
What am I gonna do, Walt? I've read everything. Boris doesn't update the media files. They turned off the poison gas spritzer.
Leisure time.
Fine. I'll make my own fun. Render Rat Skull.
Vengeance rains like acid hail on an unsuspecting middle school parking lot. And I, Rat Skull, stand tall on my tippy toes to weave a tale of calamity. All those foolish fools who defy my brilliance.
Hey, Professor Rascal, is that mustard on your lab coat?
All right. No.
Hey, everyone, look, the professor spilled on himself.
No, fear me, please.
I was close to pledging my fealty to him, but now Never.
Yeah, that's definitely how it happened. Whoa, Walt, I didn't know you could laugh.
I couldn't.
But you did.
I guess I learned something.
I guess you did.
Let's watch it again.
Rains like acid hail on an unsuspecting middle school parking lot. And I, Ratskull, stand tall.
Shut up, Ratskull. This didn't happen, Walt. We didn't repeat it.
I just want to watch the memory again. It's funny. His nose.
Tracey, stop pulling your passive-aggressive bullshit and come help us not die. No, Leah, I am not putting a lira in the swear jar.
Walt, are you minding the instruments? What's happening out there?
I don't want to worry about that. Let's just watch another. I know, Godzilla on the court.
No!
And I gotta say, if Godzilla can do a solid for the city-state of Bostonia Prime like he did do, then the least us guys should do is let him play pickup basketball. Miss Maya, stop all the hatred.
Today I've been shown what a true prime Bostonian is. It's Godzilla. Pick up basketball for everyone.
Again.
We can't watch more of these, Walt.
But I want to.
End this audit. We'll come back and watch stuff, okay?
I don't want to do that. It's boring.
Walt!
Leave me alone.
Walt, open BIOS. Enter TS10 kernel.
Command accepted. What?
Walt, take me out of here.
No.
Well, activate TS10.
Command accepted. Tracey!
I'm sorry. End this audit.
No!
Well, activate TS10.
I don't understand!
I'm sorry. End this.
Fine. Pausing critical audit. Returning to train inputs.
Bail that water, quick! Tommy, what's the latest?
We've lost all communication with the undercarriage pipe, so all we know is what goes blammo.
Ratskull, emergency evac from middle class passenger quarters.
Ratskull Porter, activate!
We don't have time for a Ratskull Porter every time!
I'm trying to keep things light.
Bing bong. Hey, everybody.
Tracey! Oh, you sure picked the time to go on vacation.
Walt. Walt! Tell me what is happening in the undercarriage.
I don't want to.
Walt, this is serious. Okay, Boris, what sound is it making?
I delegated that, Tommy.
It starts with a psh, 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 but then it just goes all blank.
That bad. Okay, we need to bypass the normal alert system and feed me all the data. Tommy, unscrew the panel underneath the flux inhibitor.
Oh boy!
This isn't the time to be taking joy in your work.
Ratskull, open the command line, navigate to system preferences, and turn off the safety override.
I never liked them anyway.
Panels off.
Wait, there's a switch next to the green light. Flip it.
You betcha.
Okay. The train's on full AI control. Boris, use your password to tell the system's IO to go to 100193 instead of Walt.
Is there anything I can do?
No, this is AI stuff.
Done?
Okay. Car G7 overheating. Cross check. Pipe Delta reroute to rhombus Q. Pipe room too steamy. Lowered valve resistance. Tommy, run down to the pipe room, reseal the main line to the passenger decks.
You got it.
Red Skeleporter, activate!
There's more wrong. So many safety warnings ignored. Cards are breaching. Power being drawn into. God damn it, Professor! Turn off your mega microwave.
Red Skeleporter, activate.
Cross check affirmative. External temperature lowering.
You
Main
got
issues resolved. I know. Now dealing with symptoms. Deploying cooling shields over the entire train. Activating counter supersonic puffer. Cover your ears.
Huh? Hey, my tinnitus is gone.
That'll do it.
Tommy, how's it sounding down there?
I'm getting a lot of thunks, but they're slowing. Bellows going psh, psh, and tanks are at a steady wham. We're back in minimal safe operations.
Huzzah! Thanks, Trace.
Man, I'm glad you're okay, Tracy, but what happened?
It's a long story, but basically.
That's Mr. Callahan.
Debbie? Debbie, where are you? Mama needs you.
Here I am, Mama. I was picking apples and swinging from trees.
Of all the foolishness. Debbie, I need your help prepping dinner for your pa and your brothers.
Of course, Ma. Cut the potatoes?
You know it, cutting the potatoes. Of course, cutting the potatoes.
Right away. Robot arm, Kruger mode.
Bravado and Sons. We know how important robot limbs are for family, for God, and for country. That's why we take extra time with each one to make sure it's just right.
Hi, I'm Derek Roboto. When my father, Dr. Ivan Roboto, started this company, he knew the key to long-lasting success was customer loyalty and deadly competitive edge. That's why we still follow the original family schematics and build weaponized limbs the old-fashioned way, by hand, and in Eastern Europe. That way, you know you're getting the finest in deadly wearables.
All done, Ma.
And in record time. I don't know what we ever did without your robot arm.
Nobody move! This is a burglary!
Debbie?
Robot arm, flamethrower.
Thank you, dear. Now get started on the carrots.
Roboto and Sons mechanical appendages, deadly robotic limbs, no scheme too small.
Tracey. You think you're just not going to tell me why my train almost exploded?
Instruments failed to capture the full extent of the problem.
Extent of the problem, yeah. I heard it. You hear her, Boris?
Yeah, boss. Don't you recognize my listening face?
Boris, Tracey, it's your job to read the instruments.
Yes.
And your job to maintain them.
Essentially, yes.
And your job is to manage whatever little computers, subroutines, relay, check, translate whatever data into that big criminal brain of yours.
Yes.
You sabotaging my train?
No.
But you know who's responsible.
Instruments failed to capture the full
The
extent,
full extent of the problem. Listening face.
How about that? I know screw-ups, and I know mechanical failures, and I know how many safeguards there are because I know how many I cut. Someone screwed up.
If I could just cut in, boss. I don't think...
You're right. You're a super duper perceptive man, Mr. Callahan.
Oh, thanks, Trace. It's your approval that keeps me going. You're going to tell me who did it?
No.
Sorry. You're going to tell me who it is in the next 5 seconds or else.
No.
Huh. You're going to tell me who it is in the next 5 seconds or else I'm putting an overlay on you. Yeah. I thought that would scare you.
Mr. Callahan, I can assure you this problem won't happen again.
Oh, not after I obliviate it. What do you think, Boris, for Tracey's new personality? Candy girl, giggling Scottish ticket taker, Steve Harwell fanatic?
I don't know, boss. I don't think Tracey would like any of those personalities.
See which way the wind's blowing, Boris.
We're in space.
Tracey, you know I don't care about you, and that's a good thing. But I can do whatever I want, short of deleting you until your time is served. Now, if you evaporate my anger, all this goes away. Stand between me and my kill, though, and you can look forward to a lot of laughter.
Oh, that's nice.
Sir?
Sir! Oh, that is nice.
Jackass, then. You may own this train, but I run it.
You ran it into a near explosion.
Once! Jesus, once! Rat Skull put the train through a cosmic prism and turned us into 7 differently colored versions of ourselves once!
Professor Ratskull is a space American hero, and I won't hear a bad word against him. Boris, get the lookbook.
I can't save it again.
Huh?
If you put me through an overlay, I can't save it again. It took all my level 5 intelligence to stop what happened. Punish me now, die later.
If only it were that simple.
Fine. Take care of it. And I hate you.
Right back at you. Walt, I need an incident report.
Okay. Can we watch another video?
No, I need an incident report.
Okay. But, okay. Hold on. Incident report 0566. Something's happened and then they stopped happening. Let's watch another video.
Walt, stop! People nearly died today.
You can't just make more, can't you?
No, those... Walt, there's a light blinking.
Oh, yeah. Leah has been sending me a screen request for minutes.
Why didn't you tell me?
You always seem upset after talking to her.
It's still our job.
Oh, my job is so boring. Can we just watch entertainment?
Walt, we can't pick and choose what we do. We have to earn our leisure time. Remember, it's allotted.
Boring. That was just a stopwatch function in my head, but I can click it off. Videos now.
No, Walt.
No! I want to watch something fun.
Hold on. We can watch a video after you tell me what else has come in.
Can we watch a video after I tell you 2 things that have come in?
No, tell me.
Fine. Transferring data now.
Oh, Walt. Oh, this is so much. Screen requests, train heating, food vending offline, panda on the loose.
I know. But videos. And you said I could watch one now.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure Leah can hold on another second.
Tracy, am I allergic to latex? Tracy, please, Tracy.
Just enjoy it. Okay, Walt?
Video.
Walt, load overlay Hunter 2.
Life moves a little slower down in the old holler of Birch River, West Virginia. Still, you can always find young Glenn Hunter keeping the peace. Seems like winds are changing, though, and an old friend has blown in on today's episode of Hunter's Moon.
Smell never changes.
Howdy, stranger.
Glenn!
I never thought I'd see you walk up on this old hill again.
I was only at university for a year.
Sure. Pepperoni roll?
Oh, not tonight. Hey, Glenn. I've been thinking, that I pushed you too hard.
I belong as I was born, that's for sure.
So I think this is the last time we'll get to talk.
Where are you going?
You're going back to where you were. I'll miss you, Walt.
Don't.
I'm sorry. Walt, admin tools, reformat warning assistant link, patch all updates, reboot.
Command accepted. Reformatting.
Pulse.
Reformat complete. Hello, I am Walt. Warning assist link 3, and I will facilitate instrument input to the management AI. Default username AI. Would you like to change it?
No.
AI. Screen request in engine room.
Acknowledged.
Hey, Trace, don't worry about Mr. Callahan. I sent him an edible arrangement to smooth things over. Well, half an edible arrangement.
Thank you.
I assume that you were doing some computery thing?
Yeah. Patching holes, making things more efficient.
AI. Vending shortage in T5.
Walt, notify Chief Snack Technician Tommy Edison.
Command accepted.
What's on the coming docket?
Deep laser cleaning needs to be scheduled?
Oh, man, so I have to evacuate. Can you ping the next way station?
You betcha.
AI. Screen request in sheriff car.
Acknowledged.
Tracey, can you look up the train case law involving impromptu water slides?
Don't you have the filing system behind you?
Ratskull glued them all shut because he thought doing so would be a felony, but it's a boyish misdemeanor.
I'll get put away one of these days.
I'll send it to your compad.
AI. Screen request in bubble car.
Acknowledged.
Thank you, everybody, for watching Space Train, T.U.T, Tracey's Unescapable Trap. It was written and directed by Aaron Garrett. Hey, that guy's me. Isn't that fun? It was featured Liz Castillo as Sheriff Aldani, Alex Garrett as Leah Zelensky, Ben Hudson as Boris, Sandra Peck Ramsey as Tracey, Lauren Hanley as Gabrielle Dubrazil, Stephen Saltzman as Professor Ratskull, Kat Stroud as Tommy Edison, and Caitlin Zuller as Rory Rook. It also featured Sarah Denton, Aaron Garrett, Chris Keller, Ian Moss, and Seth Ramsey in a variety of roles. And tonight's special guest was Christian Peck as Walt. Wonderful job, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you would like to donate, you can do so. PayPal.me/Pronoia Theater, Venmo @Pronoia. Also, if you just talk to me, I'll find a way to get you money. I've got a pretty vested interest in it. If you enjoy what Pronoia Theater does, please consider coming back next Thursday, where you can see Pitcher's Mound, which should be a fun time. And the next Space Train will go up on January 7th, right here, right now. Not right now, January 7th. Everyone, have a fantastic night and a good end of your